Hello, and welcome to our women's wellness journey. And it's day 4. It is my pleasure to be here and guiding you through this day. This journey, this wellness journey was created to help you reconnect with your body, with your mind, and your well being, to put you in the driver's seat of your own well being with little, easy, actionable steps that you can do every single day. So, welcome. And we will review. We've been starting with basics, simple yet profound things, information to help us to take better care of ourselves. I emphasize the importance of water because we are predominantly water. Talked about our body and our brain, 60 to 70% water. And when we are breathing, simply breathing, the body uses water from itself to moisten that air. That's one example. When you're sweating, that's also where you're using body fluids. The body does not have a way to replace those fluids from sweat or from breathing unless you are consciously replacing them. This is a reminder to be more conscious of how much water you do drink throughout your day. Water, plain water to hydrate, and I was sharing fruits. I have a little lime in here to give it some flavor because people have said but it's so boring. It tastes plain. It tastes like water. A simple, easy thing that you can do is add some fresh fruit. Citrus. I love citrus. It gives it a little something. You can do a slice, and depending on what you like, you can add more than that. So say if you really like lemon in your water, maybe you slice the lemon in half and you give a little squeeze, but maybe you really like a lot of lemon. If you actually have a lemon press, you can put it in there and you press it in there. Maybe you need a whole entire lemon to give it the flavor that you like. Similarly with the limes, or maybe it's an orange. Those are some nice things that you can do. It just kind of gives you a little something. Some other examples. We talked about herbs. Some people like mint. You can try things out. You can experiment. This is your opportunity and your invitation to try out some different ways to drink your water or to enhance the water that you're drinking to give it some flavor. Now, if you wanted to get really fancy, and you'll see each week I'm going to give you, or not just each week, each class, you can add just a little bit more and just a little bit more. So if you wanted to get really fancy, you could in advance make some ice cubes that have fruit or citrus or herbs in them, and then have that in there so that they slowly melts and then you get the little bit of flavor. That's extra credit. Vegetables are also an option. Some people like cucumber. If that's something that you know you like, then do it. Taking that extra step to help you take care of yourself, to help you drink more water, to enjoy the experience is important. Because when we enjoy what we do, when we enjoy what we drink, when we enjoy what we eat, when we enjoy the way that our body feels from the way that we move, the likelihood of continuing it is going to be far more likely than when you don't enjoy it. Like, okay, I know I have to do this. Like medicine, right? You'll do it, but it will be hard. And then eventually you'll fall off and then you won't continue doing it because you don't enjoy it. That's my little spiel about that. Continuing with hydration, water, you can eat and drink your hydration. So broths or soups, chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broths. Say you slice up some of the herbs and you slice up some vegetables and you're making some food, and then you can use some of those vegetables or some of the scraps and literally make a broth from scratch. If you are accustomed to doing that, you already know it's quite easy. And if you're not accustomed to doing that, it's quite easy. Say you have a big old pot. You chop up some things, some onions, some garlic, maybe you have some carrots, maybe you have a little bit of celery. Put that in there. That's the base. And it doesn't take long. You let it boil, they get soft. There you go. If you want to get fancy, you could put that into a blender, and then you have your broth. If you have an instant pot, that's something that I've been doing lately, which is really super easy and fun and fast. I put all of my ingredients in, and since I'm not putting any meat or poultry or fish or animal products in there, it cooks really fast. I do it for 3 minutes, and within 3 minutes, I've got a beautiful broth that I can use for all kinds of other things. So those are some examples. Soups are also a way to get in more hydration so that you are consciously adding water into the recipe, into the mixture. So I recently made a soup, and I'm pointing there because the kitchen is over there. It's water. Water is the base. I like to do garlic, and I put red pepper flakes, and I tend to, well, next week I'm going to talk about herbs and spices that are antioxidant rich. Right? We've heard about antioxidants before, but what does that mean? It means that it helps your cells. Next week I'll talk more about it, but I put oregano in, put a bunch of oregano in, and tomatoes and zucchini, and I let that cook up, and then I put some lentils in it and just keep adding things into it so that there's some leftover, and I add a little something, and that's an example of a soup. In your ebook, the recipes are there. So along with this journey and these classes, there is a daily one pager that reviews what we're talking about, and then you can go back to it and refer to it and make notes to it. So water, drinking water, adding fruit or veg or anything like that to give it some flavor, your broths or soups, and your smoothies. Here is a very basic smoothie recipe, typically a banana with some type of fruit with the liquid. And if you need a sweetener, you can add some sweetener. But I try to do a ripe banana with the brown spots so that it has more sweetness in it. Or I like to choose sweeter fruit. Now, I don't know everybody's circumstances, that maybe people are trying to be more conscious of their overall fruit intake based on health reasons. So some things that you can do is fiber. Fiber is a nutrient that is found only in plants, and fiber slows down the digestive process. So there is a difference between sugar, and I don't want to be talking the whole time because we are going to be moving. I promise we'll do some moving. Sugar that comes from plants, that comes from fruit, has fiber in it in comparison to refined sugar. So white sugar or brown sugar or your different syrups and things, those are refined, meaning they've been extracted from fruit or they're synthetically produced from other substances. Fruit from bananas comes with the fruit itself, so you also get some nutrients. If you have any questions about this, please reach out. If you are unsure, then I would hold off and ask the questions first before making any nutritional changes. Okay. Strategy. Last little chat of information before we move. A strategy to help you to drink more water. Last time we were talking about tracking your actual water. But what you could do is literally have a glass of water. Some people will have a glass of water by their bed or in the bathroom that as soon as they wake up, oh, it's there. Drink the water. Or people that have their coffee every single day, have some water with that. You have your coffee and then you have a little glass of water with that. Take an existing habit and then add this to that existing habit. coffee drinker friends that I know, they're like, they never, ever miss a day without coffee. So it's easy. Okay, I'm drinking the coffee. I'll add the water there. Simple, simple. So let's continue with simple. Simply breathing, the power of our breath. It's so powerful. It's how we bring oxygen into our body and allow it to circulate through our body. When we inhale and when we exhale, we're releasing carbon dioxide, releasing waste product. And this is how we can regulate our nervous system. So our whole entire body, from our head down to our toes, is regulated by nerves. In order to move, the nerves send the signal. And you've heard of the fight or flight. That's stressed out. And when we breathe, we come into rest and digest. And that is what we are going to do right now. Let's take a breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. And then we're going to slowly release out of an open mouth. In breath, holding it, and slowly out. Again, inhaling, holding it comfortably, and slowly releasing comfortably. Taking a breath in. Slight pause and slowly release. And once more, slow and deep inhale. Slight pause and continuing to breathe at a pace that is comfortable for you. Feel free to close your eyes. And listen to the sound of your breath. So we are beginning our mobility session by checking in with our breath. What does your breath sound like? Does it sound even and smooth or not? Does it sound long and full or short? We're not judging, we are noticing. We're taking note. This is information gathering as we begin. And what we're doing is paying closer attention to ourselves so that we can take even better care of ourselves. Breathing in, breathing out. So as you breathe in, breathe out, notice how your face feels. Is there any tightness or tension? And moving through. How about your neck? How does your neck feel as you inhale and exhale? How about your shoulders? How are they feeling right now? Moving through your chest, moving through your back, upper back, middle back, your lower back, maybe into your hips. And what about your legs? How do they feel? And we are going to move with our breath, what we've been working on. So inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck your chin down. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck the chin down. So if you have ever been to the beach, and you see the water moving waves, we're inhaling, we're exhaling like waves. Inhale now. Here comes to the side. Inhale. Exhale. So we're finding a rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. So I am going right and linking our movements together. So you'll see from each class, slight change where we build from what we've done before. You are breathing as you lift and as you stretch. Once more, lifting. Inhale, lifting up and turning your head to wherever you go naturally. Turning other direction, noticing how you feel, not just in your head, not just in your neck, everywhere in your body. You're paying attention. Is there anything else? We talked about our back, lower back. Where are your hands? How are they placed? I'm asking you, inviting you to pay attention to you. Let's come to center. The shoulders lift up and they come down. Shoulders lift up and they let them drop by your sides. One more time. Inhaling. And let's roll the shoulders. We're circling them. Can you hear my shoulders cracking? Maybe yours are cracking too. How does it feel? Do you feel comfortable? Make any adjustments so that you can feel comfortable. And we are now circling in the opposite direction. Anytime you need a break, anytime you need to pause, please do. If you need some water, go ahead. We're going to make our movements a little bit bigger if it feels comfortable for you. Same movement, I'm making it bigger, adding some arms, changing now, circling in the opposite direction, also using my arms. So this movement is shoulders, but we're also getting a little bit of chest. We're getting some movement in the torso, in the trunk. Last one. And we're moving to a side bend. Take your time with this. Making the adjustments. Where are your hands placed? Does that feel good for your body? Maybe your feet. How are they placed? Do you need to reposition? Are they on a footrest? Are they on the floor? You can try both positions and notice how they feel so that you can choose what is best for you. And continuing to choose what is best for you. If I am moving too fast, move at a pace that is perfect for you. Remember, talked about the Goldilocks principle, eating the porridge. This porridge is too hot. Trying the other bowl of porridge. Ooh, this porridge is too cold. And then finding the other porridge. This porridge is just right. So this is what you're doing all of the time. Okay? Might be silly, might be funny, but that is a good way to help us remember what we're doing and why. Okay, so coming to center. We are now going to twist. So if you're not up tall, each time we come to center is your opportunity to readjust, lift yourself up, place yourself back up, down. If you have sensation of your legs, your buttocks, can you feel your chair beneath you, that you're seated? And as you breathe in, breathe out, can you feel that your body weight is evenly distributed on both sides? On your buttocks or your butt, is it even on both sides? Or do you feel, are you crooked? Are you leaning? Are you maybe forward? Are you back? Can you feel that? And now we are going to twist. Okay, so we're staying tall. If you need to lift yourself, I want you to think of lifting. Here, I have this like a string. Lifting tall. Lift yourself tall, meaning through the whole length of your spine. Okay, and then you're twisting your body to wherever your body goes. Right now, we are testing it out using the analogies, the visualization of water, right? All the water that we're drinking, or maybe we are going into the water at the beach, testing the waters, testing the water temperatures, and as you move, how's this? And the Goldilocks principle, is it too hot? Is it too cold? Or is it just right? So that you're moving and twisting as far as is good for you. Gently, as slowly as you need, awakening our spine. So you may have been up for hours or not. We are wakening up our spine in a different way. So unless you've been doing these exercises today, your spine might be just awakening now. Ooh, I just got a little pop. So that's good. All right. Let's do two more. Nice and tall, breathing comfortably as you twist and as you twist. Last one. And then come back to center. Noticing how you feel. And then remember the arching and the rounding of our spine. We're going to do that now. So we're rounding. Chin comes to chest, shoulders come forward. You can bring your spine to the back of the chair, and then we reverse. We bring it forward. So my chest is coming forward. Get an arch in the lower back. You might even arch in your neck if it feels good for you. You can look up, and if it feels good, you can let the head roll back. Remember, only if it feels good for you. And then we're rounding. And now testing the waters as you breathe in and breathe out, as you arch and as you round. Testing where is the best spot for your hands. Should they be on the table in front of you? If you have armrests, should they be there? Or should they be on your legs or on your chair or any other variation? So as we continue to arch and round, through our spine, maybe we need to make some noise. What position, what placement of your hands helps you to feel comfortable? Maybe you need to shift your body a little bit. We're arching and we're rounding. Let's do two more of these. And come to center, sit up tall. Notice how you feel and make any adjustments. Maybe you need to adjust your clothes. Maybe you need to adjust your hair. We're sitting tall. Notice how you feel. And notice if you need some hydration. Okay, we're going to blend this all together. We're nice and tall. Chin comes to chest. And one more time, chin comes to chest. Ear to shoulder, lifting center, ear to shoulder, lifting center, and now we rotate. Looking one side, looking to the other side. Center, you lift the shoulders up, and they come down. Lifting up, and they come down. And we're breathing as we circle our shoulders back. And circle the shoulders forward. Excellent. And now moving into our bends of the body, bending of the body. So you notice how I shortened our whole routine. That you can do this, saying last time, on the top of the hour, you do a quick total body stretch. We're moving into rotation, one side, other side. Again, rotate and rotate. Coming to center, arching through the spine and rounding through the spine. Arching through the spine and rounding. And roll yourself up. And we have the chance to do this one more time. So we're tall. Chin comes to chest. lengthen. Chin to chest, lengthen. Ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, and lengthen. And now we look center, and we look opposite direction. Shoulders lift up, and they come down. Lifting up, and they come down. And circle back and feel this movement, not just in the shoulders, feel it in your torso. And now we reverse, circling forward so that you might feel this in your back. Coming into a side bend, wherever your body naturally, easily wants to go. Side bend and becoming center and rotate. Adjusting your hands, adjusting your body. Again, taking a nice twist. So this is dynamic stretching. We're moving all the time. We haven't held anything. This is to really open up and warm. And we're coming tall and we're arching and we are rounding. Arching and rounding. Coming up tall, and now we will stretch. Head comes to the side. These are the variations. Here, nothing. Fingertips, your hand or your whole arm. And you're feeling the stretch here, and you can extend the opposite arm. Those are all variations, and they're even more. And change sides. Take in the variation that feels good for you. And releasing. Arms come in front. You can interlace if you want to, and you can tuck your chin to your chest. Feel that in the upper back, maybe in the middle back. Deep breath in and out. And now arms come back. And if it feels good, if you're comfortable interlacing, you can get that stretch. So we're stretching and stretching out the chest. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands, we haven't done. This one is a good one. I like this one. Stretching out your fingers, stretching out the palms as we breathe. Comfortable. Can be done this way too. Ooh, that's way more intense. So adjust for you. You want to be comfortable. Other side. Maybe here. Maybe here. And remember to smile. Smiling in our class. Smiling as you stretch. Releasing, give a little shake. Give a little shake. And is there anything else? Taking a moment to notice how you feel. We did some movement. And coming to our breath, that inhaling through the nose and slowly exhaling. Inhaling through the nose. And slowly exhaling. One more breath in and out. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.